Hello teacher, hello everyone. It's a pleasure to welcome you to our course. My name is Pham Hoang and I'm in charge of Unit 5, Studying Abroad from the book Complete First Certificate. The main focus of the course, obviously, is to improve the learner's language skills as well as enhance some necessary 21st century skills. About the outline, I divided my presentation into 3 parts: unit portfolio, unit overview, and assessment plan. Okay, we begin with the portfolio of this unit. It includes assessment, student sample, student support, teacher support, and unit plan. Okay, firstly, let's take a quick look at assessment folder. This includes detailed instructions for each kind of assessment, anecdotal notes, a collaborative group work reflection checklist, and so on. This folder is the useful support for students to prepare for their assignment, and it is also an effective way for teachers to assess students' products. Let's go into detail. The anecdotal notes, the collaborative group work reflection checklist. Here, I give students a chance to think again about how their group performed, and these are the features, and these features will be reflected in 3 levels: rarely, sometimes, always. And in addition, students will also give some comments about how they and their members achieve the group harmony, and also what the thing their group needs to do to improve their group harmony and their ability to complete the assigned tasks. The communication skills checklist. The essays assessment. Students will be assessed by their ideas, organization, voice, sentence fluency, word choice, conventions. And the next assessment, final reflection. Group work self-reflection checklist. Know, want to learn chart. Presentation checklist. The presentation scoring guide. This will guide the student how to score their presentation. It will conclude the research, content, delivery, mechanics, the design, individual contribution, and the total points is the 100. The scoring guide assessment. And that's all about the assessment. We move on to student sample. Here, I give students the 2 samples. The first is the PowerPoint of the presentation for the culture shocks in Japan, and the second sample is the essay, studying abroad essay. About the student support, I give them some documents like handout about Japan, and how to conduct a PowerPoint about the culture shock of a country, and the discussion of studying abroad country. Teacher support. I used some books and many websites to support for this project. Firstly, the book. I use the book Complete First Certificate for both student and teacher, and many websites. And the most important part of the project is unit plan. The unit plan includes the detailed ideas for the whole unit. Okay, now we go into detail about the unit overview. Here the unit title, Studying Abroad Experiences. In this unit, students have chances to learn about some experiences when studying abroad. They are like interesting stories about life, language, university, relationships, study, etc. Or some cultural shocks of the country, or some difficulties that students will have to face with, so on. Students work in groups to make presentations about the methods for overcoming the culture shocks and dealing with the difficulties during the time studying abroad, and each group is responsible for one chosen country. In addition, each student writes an essay on what they have learned from the unit. Language arts and social studies are the subject areas, and this project is for the student at grade 7 to 9, and the time needed 2 weeks for the unit and 2 more weeks for the students' presentations and teachers' assessments. Each lesson will last 45 minutes and 3 lessons a week. About the assessment plan, we will go into detail about the assessment timeline. Before the project work begins, I use the questioning and No Wonder Learn Charts assessment. A questioning is used throughout the unit to monitor student progress, to investigate their understanding, and to engage them in higher order thinking. Students develop the No Wonder Learn charts about studying abroad, then use these charts to assess their prior understanding, to brainstorm the ideas, and to reflect on their learning. The presentation checklist helps to guide the learning, to stay on track, and to self-assess their progress. Teacher can also review students' presentation outlines and provide the feedback, suggestions, and corrections before they begin working on their multimedia presentations. Anecdotal notes can help check progress, adjust instruction, and provide information on how well students reflect acquisition in their performances. Discussions are conducted to assess and enhance student interpersonal and collaborative skills. Observation of group work supports teachers' assessment of students' collaboration skill. Self-assessment and reflection assessment provide students chances to assess their own progress, their own thinking and learning, and reflect on some ways to improve them. Students can also use the scoring guide to self-assess their verbal communication skill that contain the design, the research, following the final presentations. Students' responses to the essential question in their writing essays provide the information about how students have connected their work in the unit with broader issues. And that's all about my project. Thank you for watching and Happy New Year!